12 Voyager secrets that almost nobody knows. Imagine building a machine in the 1970s. Before the internet, before smartphones, before GPS, before most people had ever seen a personal computer. Now imagine that machine is still working nearly 50 years later. Far beyond every planet, far beyond Pluto, far beyond the edge of the sun's influence. That machine is Voyager. Most people know Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 as the spacecraft that visited Jupiter and Saturn. But their greatest adventure began after they left the solar system. Today, we are going to explore 12 amazing Voyager facts that even many space enthusiasts have never heard. And by the end, you may see these tiny spacecraft in a completely different way. Number 1. Voyager isn't going to a star. Many people think Voyager is traveling toward another star. It isn't. It is simply moving through our galaxy. Yes, in about 40,000 years, Voyager 1 will pass relatively close to a small red dwarf star called Gliese 445. But close in space still means trillions of kilometers away. It won't stop. It won't orbit. It won't land. It will simply keep drifting, like a tiny bottle floating across an endless cosmic ocean. Perhaps that's a lesson for us. Sometimes life isn't about reaching a destination. Sometimes the journey itself becomes the story. Number 2. Space isn't silent. Movies often show space as completely empty. In reality, interstellar space is alive. Not with people, not with spaceships, but with invisible particles, hydrogen atoms, magnetic fields, cosmic rays, charged plasma. Voyager carries instruments that measure these tiny signals. Scientists even converted some of those plasma waves into sound. For the first time in history, human beings could listen to the space between the stars. It isn't music. It isn't voices. But it is proof that the universe is never truly silent. Number 3. Voyager is constantly correcting its aim. You might imagine Voyager simply floating through space. Actually, it is always making tiny adjustments. Its giant dish antenna must stay pointed toward Earth. If it turns away by even a small amount, communication could be lost forever. To keep its aim, Voyager fires tiny thrusters. What's amazing is that some backup thrusters sat unused for decades before NASA successfully brought them back into service. Imagine starting your car after 50 years and having it work perfectly. That's exactly what happened. Number 4. Earth has disappeared. Could Voyager still see Earth? No, not anymore. From Voyager's incredible distance, Earth is far too small. Worse still, it lies almost directly beside the bright sun. Our entire world has disappeared into sunlight. Everything we have ever built, every ocean, every city, every person, hidden inside one tiny point of light. Carl Sagan called Earth a pale blue dot. Today, even that blue dot has vanished. Number 5. Voyager is older than the internet. Voyager launched in 1977. Think about everything that has happened since then. The World Wide Web. Email, mobile phones, streaming video, artificial intelligence. Entire generations have been born. Governments have changed. Technology has transformed our lives. Yet Voyager simply keeps going. Patiently, silently, still doing the job it was built to do. It reminds us that true engineering is not always about being new. Sometimes it is about lasting. Number 6. NASA cannot build another Voyager. This surprises many people. Surely today's technology could easily build another Voyager. Not exactly. Many of the original companies no longer exist. Some components are no longer manufactured. Some engineers who designed the spacecraft are gone. Even the tools used to build certain parts have disappeared. Of course, we could build a modern spacecraft. It would probably be more powerful, but an exact Voyager can never be built again. It belongs to history. Number 7. Voyager lives on heat. Voyager has no solar panels. At its enormous distance from the Sun, sunlight is simply too weak. Instead, it carries a small amount of radioactive plutonium. As the plutonium naturally decays, it produces heat. Special devices convert that heat into electricity. Every year, the heat becomes slightly weaker. Every year, Voyager grows a little dimmer. NASA responds by switching off another instrument. Slowly, very slowly, the spacecraft is falling asleep. Number 8. Its computer is tiny. Your phone is millions of times more powerful than Voyager's computers. Yet Voyager explored giant planets, discovered new moons, measured interstellar space, and still receives commands from Earth. Sometimes, great achievements don't require enormous power. They require brilliant ideas. Number 9. NASA still talks to Voyager, even now. Engineers continue sending commands across billions of kilometers. One instruction takes almost an entire day to arrive. If something goes wrong, they must wait another day for the answer. Imagine trying to repair a machine where every conversation takes nearly 2 days. That requires extraordinary patience. Perhaps patience is one of humanity's greatest scientific tools. Number 10. The golden record may never be heard. Voyager carries humanity's golden record. Music, greetings. Images, the sounds of birds, the sound of waves, a baby's cry. It is often described as a message to aliens. But the truth is, the chances of another civilization ever finding it are incredibly small. Space is unimaginably empty. Voyager could travel for millions of years without coming close to another intelligent species. So why send it? Because sometimes, hope matters more than probability. Number 11. Voyager is fast, but space is faster. Voyager travels around 17 kilometers every second. That sounds unbelievably fast. But space changes everything. At that speed, traveling just 1 light year would take over 70,000 years. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light-years across. Suddenly, the fastest spacecraft humanity has ever built feels almost motionless. The universe is not merely big, it is beyond ordinary imagination. Number 12. One day, no one may remember Voyager. This may be the most profound fact of all. Millions of years from now, human civilization may be gone. Languages may disappear. Mountains may rise and fall. Continents may move. The sun itself will slowly change. Yet Voyager may still be orbiting the Milky Way. A silent spacecraft, built by a civilization that no longer exists. Imagine another intelligence discovering it one day. They would know someone was here. Someone looked up at the stars. Someone wondered. Someone explored. And perhaps that is the true purpose of Voyager. Not simply to collect scientific data, but to prove that intelligence, curiosity, and hope once existed on a tiny world orbiting an ordinary star. Every civilization leaves something behind. Some leave monuments, some leave books, some leave works of art. Humanity left Voyager. It is our first ambassador to the galaxy. One day, its instruments will fall silent. Its radio will stop. Its power will fade. But its journey will continue. Long after every one of us is gone, Voyager will still be traveling, crossing the darkness, carrying our story, and perhaps reminding the universe that for one brief moment in cosmic history, there was a species called humanity that dared to explore the stars